Hey there, welcome to Randomness of Rudy. My name is Tracey. I'm a consulting astrologer and certified life coach. And welcome to my playlist, What's Your Sign, Virgo? This is a playlist that focuses on what it means to have the planets in our solar system, specifically the sun through the planet Jupiter, in the sign of Virgo. And it's a playlist that was inspired for parents who have children with placements in the sign of Virgo in their astrological birth chart. But of course, if you're an adult with placements in Virgo, these videos apply to you as well. And so if you have not seen some of the other videos, Sun in Virgo, Moon in Virgo, if they apply to you, be sure to check those out. In this video, we're going to talk about what it means to have the planet Mercury in the sign of Virgo. Now, as I've been saying throughout this playlist, all of the planets are positioned in different zodiac signs at our moments of birth. And each planet means something specific to your child's personality. Each planet means something specific to your personality. Mercury is the planet in our solar system that describes in our birth chart how we communicate, how we think, how we process knowledge and information. And Virgo, meanwhile, is an earth sign that's known to be pretty detail-oriented, pretty practical, and very methodical in anything and everything that it does. Mercury actually rules the sign of Virgo in astrology. So Mercury feels at home here. And when you are born with Mercury in the sign of Virgo, if you have a child with Mercury in the sign of Virgo, it describes someone who's highly intelligent. Mercury and Virgo natives make wonderful researchers. This is a placement that's highly inquisitive and is always known to ask the why behind the why. On a core level, Mercury and Virgo wants to know how things work in order to perfect a system, in order to bring about a sense of efficiency. If a Mercury and Virgo child or native comes to you and says, teach me how to bake a cake, the best way to do so would be to break it down step by step. First you do this is why you do this. Then you do this is why you do this. This speaks to how Mercury and Virgo natives best learn and retain information. In many ways, these are rote learners. But on a core level, it's a placement that describes someone that's always trying to perfect something. And so whether it's through asking a ton of questions, running a bunch of, projects and experiments, Mercury in Virgo is always going to kind of, get to the heart and detail of something in order to perfect it and commit it to memory. And so in many ways, this speaks to the kind of standards that Mercury and Virgo have for themselves when it comes to learning and retaining information and generating knowledge and expertise. It also speaks to how they communicate. This is a placement that describes someone who may spend hours trying to craft an email in order to make sure they capture every point and that they're making sense to the recipient so that there's full understanding. And this can be a wonderful skill to have if you're a teacher, if you're a researcher. And at the same time, it can often be somewhat taxing for Mercury and Virgo natives to capture every point and dig into the weeds of something. Oftentimes, Virgo energy can get so caught up in the detail that they forget about the bigger picture. And this is something that you want to be mindful of if you were born with Mercury and Virgo or if you're raising a child with Mercury and Virgo, because this amount of attention to detail often generates anxiety. It can feel like a lot of pressure. It can bring worry and panic because Mercury and Virgo tends to overthink, overanalyze, over-rationalize. So these are things that you want to be mindful of, again, if you were born with Mercury and Virgo or if you're raising a child with Mercury and Virgo. This placement is highly intelligent, sometimes to their own detriment. So again, things to be mindful of with this placement. Now, that said, we're only talking about Mercury. Remember, when we're born, all of the planets are in different zodiac signs, each one contributing to some aspect of our personality. And so if you're a parent wanting to learn more about your child's full astrological makeup, visit my website at babyastrologybooks.com to purchase their first astrology book. These 32 to 34 page gems are personally authored by me, professionally printed, and make wonderful gifts. If you're an adult wanting to learn more about your full astrological makeup, visit my website at traceylrogers.com and book yourself a personal reading. Until next time, take care.